All right. So Troy Van Leeuwen from Queens of Stone Age joins me. How are you today, brother?
I'm doing okay, man. How are you?
I'm very well, very well. Where were you in
Good,
the
good.
studio? Where are you right now?
I'm at my home studio right now. Yeah. Um,
Not bad.
yeah, I mean, this is where I try to make stuff happen, and sometimes it works out. Sometimes I end up doing interviews in here. So that's the day you got me on. So yeah,
Multi-purpose.
multi-purpose. Yes.
I'll just start by asking this. There were some health concerns with Queens of Stone Age the end of last year.
Yeah.
Just in broad strokes, how's everybody feeling? How are we doing with 2025?
2025 has been good so far. Yeah. Unfortunately, we had to cancel some shows last year, and our man Josh, he had to get some surgeries and make sure that he's in top form, for us to get back out and kind of make up for lost time for last year. So yeah, full on clean bill of health for him, and everyone else is looking good too. So yeah, we're ready to get back at it.
That's awesome to hear. And June 7th, we are very much back with Queens of the Stone Age
That's
live in the
right.
Catacombs. I got a chance to catch a little bit of a screener of this last night.
Sure.
Girlfriend and I
Yeah.
set some candles, started watching. It is epic. What a really cool idea to be under Paris in the catacombs like that. Just the visuals, the way the music's set, everything, it just came together so beautifully. How did it feel just doing that?
I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, I'll say that along with you, I've learned to appreciate what it kind of takes to get to do something like that. I mean, it's been a long time trying to get in there and do this idea. And of course, there's lots of red tape to you got to talk to the French government and in order to get a film crew down there, and there's no electricity really.
Yeah.
So all those things that kind of like they sort of formed what you're seeing, and what you're seeing is a very stripped down acoustic version of some of our more vulnerable and like melancholy songs. Uh, and so to be able to do it and to pull it off, I gotta say it's a real um a feat of like large magnitudes. It's just very humbling too. So yeah, but it was incredible. I would say it was life changing in many ways because well, you're down there for 14 hours.
Well, okay.
So usually if you're taking a tour of the catacombs, it's maybe an hour. So for lunch breaks and bathroom breaks, you got to go back up the spiral staircase, which is I have no idea how many feet down it is, but it's enough that you're feeling like you're getting a pretty crazy stairmaster workout. So yeah, while you're down there with the bones of 6 million people, you're kind of like get some perspective on life, I guess.
Yeah, I bet. And I mean, you humbly to say pull it off. It is a spectacle. Like truly, I think this will go down as one of the great concert films because not only, like you say, the red tape and logistics of just like setting it up and making it work, but the rearrangement of these songs and you
Yeah.
putting them together and choosing such a, like you say, vulnerable set list. Like, how were those songs decided upon? And what was it to add the strings? Like, how do you sort that all out? Do you bring someone in? Do you have the idea of it? How does that work?
I mean, we're all pretty much in house, when it comes to ideas like that. So, we basically um, we knew that we wanted to strip away all the rock elements of our music for these songs, specifically because I think, we're at this point in our lives and careers maybe that I mean, we've done the rock band thing, we've done it, and we enjoy it still, and we're going to continue doing that. But it was kind of time to start spreading our wings a little bit farther when it comes to what, more in-depth, songwriting and music is to what it means to us. And so that's why we picked these certain songs that kind of fit that sort of like, you know, that thing that we don't normally do. I mean, we have those songs on, since lullabies and even like songs for the deaf, there was the mosquito song and there, on lullabies, we really, opened that door up more, with Long Slow Goodbye and I Never Came, which is in the film. And on Era Vulgaris, you've got like Suture Up Your Future and even like Make It With You is, straddles the
Yeah,
line of a rock
sure.
band, so and then it really opened up on like Clockwork, with all the melodic sort of melancholy stuff on that record. So we've always had it, but we never really got to flaunt it, in a rock band setting. So we really just stripped away like, just minimal amounts of guitar and bass, and then really focused on keys, and the strings just took over. And then Josh is just singing, he's not playing guitar. So it really opens up this sort of like vulnerable part of us that, that we always sort of mask when we're playing rock band. um,
Sure. But it's always been there, and as you say, like there's always
yeah,
been part of what the band is. So to put it on display like this, and the acoustics down there so much better
yeah,
than maybe one would assume, and like it's just across the board. Like it's
yeah,
a feat for sure.
sure. Yeah, and the string arrangement, just kind of go back to your last thing was, we basically sent them the music, and these three girls, they just took over. I mean, they were so good. And we did two rehearsals with them.
Oh
And
shit!
then
That
we did a
seems like
sound check basically in the catacombs. And they were so good and they were so expressive. And obviously, I mean, you get a glimpse into what it means to, to play an instrument like that and to play in an orchestra. And so it's way different than what we're used to. But we didn't have charts or anything like that. Everybody kind of plays by ear. And so it's a really incredible experience to be able to pull it off,
yeah, and absolutely incredible. Sorry, I lost your audio there for just a second.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
Oh, there we go. We're back. We're back. Um, so I mean,
I was
okay.
really, giving you a huge life perspective that really meant something to me, and I just can't repeat it now.
Well, once in a lifetime, right? Like playing
Yep,
in the catacombs. All right, I'll just
pretty
ask
much.
because people are gonna ask. People are gonna ask. Do you see anything weird down there?
Well, I mean, do you consider, the bones of 6 million dead people like
Sure. I mean that's
arranged in a very artistic way? I mean, there's signs all over the place that are like in French, like basically saying there is no escape. Everyone's going to die. At some point, you are going to die. There's these little like plaques everywhere, and I
cool.
don't speak I don't speak the best French. Yeah, cool. Um, but some of the string players were French, and they were like, "Oh, you don't want me to tell you what that says." I'm like, I trust you, and being down there for that long, you're like, yeah, I get it. Okay, all right. I should. Life is short, and I gotta make sure that this moment is good.
Well, you guys captured a beautiful one.
Thank you.
Alive at the Catacombs is out on June 7th. Are you going to release the audio? Like, will you put out like a vinyl or like that sort of thing, just the audio side of it?
I think we'd have to. I mean, we worked really hard on the audio because, believe it or not, it. You would think it's the acoustics in there are vast, but the ceilings are really pretty low, and it actually kind of curved the way we record stuff usually, and it wasn't normal. So again, to pull it off and to get it to sound as good, the other sort of feat that we're you know pretty proud of. So we have to. I think we're gonna have to release vinyl and stuff. Yeah,
Yeah,
we always do
absolutely.
vinyl. You know what I mean? We're kids from the 70s and 80s, and we all love vinyl. So
And it's had such a resurgence too, because it has
sure.
actual like weight to it and people want to spend their money on it versus CDs that were just flimsy nonsense.
Sure, and then the artwork is a big deal for us
Yes.
too. So there's lots of photos and and lots of interesting you know stuff that we want to put in the packaging usually. So yeah.
Well, to sum up the Alive at the Catacombs with Queens of the Stone Age, it is the same word that I would use to describe your band for the last whatever it's been, almost 30 years. It's just cool. What kind of music did Queens of the Stone Age make? Cool music. What kind of movie did they make? A cool movie. It's just cool. And we thank you so, so much for your time and for the live
Sure.
film. Because can't wait to watch it again, honestly.
Thank you so much. Yeah, yeah, we're really proud of it, and we're really blessed to have some kind of this kind of opportunity to get it and capture it and make it into something greater than what we ever thought. So yeah, thank you. I'm glad you
Yeah.
like it.
And we look forward to seeing you hopefully sometime down the line in Toronto in 2025.
I mean, we always have plans. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
So we have intentions to go, to pick up where we left off, after last year, and we hate canceling, and you know this is giving us another sort of like a opportunity to get out there and do even more playing, and maybe do some, yeah. So the short answer is yes. We'll see you
Okay.
soon.
Very good. We'll leave it at that. I appreciate your time, sir. Have an awesome day.
All right, you too. Thanks, man. Cheers.
Awesome. You're the best. That was great. Thank you so
Oh,
much.
thank you. Yeah, you're welcome, man.
And
Yeah,
truly, it is so kick ass. Like it just from that very first shot when Josh is laying there and he gets up and starts singing. Holy shit. I was hooked. It was awesome.
yeah, it was a real trip, and yeah, we're really glad that we got to do it. And I got to watch it a few times already too, and I'm just like, okay. I mean, I need to let it sink in too, because it brings you back, because that was last year,
Yeah. Yeah. Shit.
almost
It's been a
almost a
while.
year ago when we filmed it. So yeah,
Awesome. Awesome. Well, I
good
appreciate it
times.
again. And hopefully we'll see
Okay,
you in Toronto soon.
you got it, man. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.